Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we will learn about reverse logistics. Within all of logistics, there is a tedious process known as reverse logistics. Reverse logistics has long been a neglected area. However, growing market pressures, such as online retailing and customer expectations, are increasing the pressure on this area of supply chains. To remain competitive and even profitable, it is imperative that companies innovate in this area and adapt to changing market demands. Because of the far-reaching impact this often swept under the rug area of the supply chain has, anyone involved in management or entrepreneurship can benefit from learning about reverse logistics. So what is reverse logistics? In this video, we provide an overview of what reverse logistics consists of, the issues and hidden costs associated with it, its undeniable value, and the innovations and changes that can be made to reverse logistics processes. Read on to familiarize yourself with one of the trickiest but most important segments of supply chains. Definition of reverse logistics. Reverse logistics encompasses the area of supply chains that processes everything that returns or moves backward through the supply chain. Hence the name reverses logistics. C3 controls forward-backward logistics. C3 controls. This can include anything from returned goods to disposal, recycling of packaging materials, to recycling, responsible disposal of materials from previously sold products, etc. The full definition of reverse logistics, according to the Council of Logistics Management, is the process of implementing, controlling and planning the cost-effective flow of finished goods, raw materials, and inventory in production. The flow is from the point of consumption, i.e., the customer, to the point of origin, i.e., the manufacturer, for proper disposal or return to value. Some examples of reverse logistics are: return of goods by customers, return of unsold goods by distributors due to contractual conditions, reuse of packaging, reconditioning of goods, repairs and maintenance under warranty agreements, restoration of goods from returned or defective items, sale of goods on a secondary market in response to returns or excess inventory, recycling and disposal of goods at end of life. Existing and growing market dynamics, such as higher customer return rates and the need for recycling and reuse, are driving an increase in these reverse logistics cases. Traditionally, reverse logistics has not been the most popular area of supply chains. Often neglected and ignored by companies, reverse logistics departments today still operate in widely accepted, outdated formats, using things like fax machines and spreadsheets. As early as 2001, nearly 40% of respondents to a published study said that returns management did not have the same level of importance as other areas and therefore received less attention. However, effective logistics processes offer an invaluable list of benefits that can bring significant value and profit to most companies. Returns logistics can provide valuable product data. One of the biggest benefits of effective returns logistics is that it can provide companies with valuable product data. This is crucial for correcting existing problems that could cause product returns. Well-planned and carefully implemented reverse logistics processes are able to easily collect data on the reasons for customer returns, as well as other useful data such as common product defects and lifetimes. Potential for reduced losses and additional revenue. Proper and streamlined management of goods and materials in transit back into the supply chain can result in both reduced losses and additional revenue. This additional revenue can be generated by refurbishing, repairing, and recycling goods or by selling returned products or materials. Lower costs. Streamlined reverse logistics processes also allow for reduced costs in several areas. These include storage costs, transportation, returns costs for both delivery and return, labor costs for returns, including processing, credit reconciliation, technical support, and vendor management. Costs associated with fraudulent returns. These return logistics costs are often spread across multiple sections of the supply chain, so they cannot be addressed and minimized because no one department or person is directly responsible for them. By developing an efficient reverse logistics process, companies can not only reduce these costs, but also track and analyze them more accurately. Improved service. A well-functioning reverse logistics department and its processes are able to provide a higher level of service to disappointed customers when they return their items. Good brand image. Considering that improved reverse logistics and returns processes lead to higher service levels and reduce negative publicity, it stands to reason that this can also lead to an improved brand image. Brands that offer end-of-life recycling also enjoy recognition for their efficiency and good practices. Customer loyalty. Another very valuable benefit of effective take-back logistics is increased customer loyalty. As mentioned earlier, things like returns and warranty processing can be linchpins in the relationship between customer and brand. According to a published study, 95% of consumers surveyed said they would not buy from a brand again if they had a negative experience with returns. By ensuring that the customer is treated well, has access to convenient and thoughtful return procedures, and is not shortchanged, well-functioning reverse logistics systems can significantly increase customer loyalty. Opportunity for waste reduction and environmentally friendly practices. In addition to the aforementioned company-specific benefits that developed reverse logistics processes can bring, well-designed reverse logistics strategies can also provide all-encompassing benefits in the form of waste reduction and environmentally friendly practices. Methods for optimizing reverse logistics. Although reverse logistics has long been an under-optimized area, new market pressures have made it even more important than ever for companies to devote attention and resources to this area. While improving reverse logistics is a difficult area of the supply chain, there are a number of ways companies can address it. Review, revise and optimize return policies and supplier agreements. A critical step in optimizing reverse logistics is to review return policies and supplier agreements. Returns are becoming a competitive area that can differentiate one brand from another. For this reason, return policies must remain current and be revised on a regular basis. Reviewing and updating supplier agreements is also essential to optimize the reverse logistics process. This can help reduce overstocking, return of excess inventory, and the associated costs and pitfalls. In the current retail environment, lenient and attractive return policies are considered the most competitive option. For example, 95% of customers will purchase again from a brand or company if the return process is simple. At the same time, however, it is important to build safeguards into return policies to prevent their abuse, as this puts a strain on the return process. Therefore, it is crucial to develop optimized return policies that add value to the customer while protecting reverse logistics channels from overload. Outsourcing. For some companies, the most efficient way to optimize their reverse logistics departments is to outsource this function entirely. This is a lean, nimble solution that can be implemented quickly and effectively. Depending on the solution provider and situation, this can also be a cost-effective strategy. However, if a company already has a solid supply chain infrastructure in place, leveraging this infrastructure for improved reverse logistics may be a more cost-effective and financially viable option. There are also some potential downsides to outsourcing reverse logistics. Automation. Automation is increasingly recognized as a powerful disruptor within the supply chain sector, with warehouse automation moving to the forefront of supply chain development. This is thanks to automation's ability to solve a number of long-standing warehousing problems. Automation can also be successfully used to solve a number of traditional reverse logistics problems, such as response times, forecasting, labor costs, and fraudulent returns. If you are not familiar with the application of supply chain automation, in a nutshell, it consists of hardware components such as scanners, sensors, microcontrollers, automated guided vehicles, AVGs, and drones. Coupled with the required hardware elements are various forms of software, such as IoT and warehouse management software, that can track inventory, store data, and perform processes without human input. Although automation costs can be high up front, automation has the potential to dramatically reduce both losses and costs in a reverse logistics process far into the future. This is due to outcomes such as better use of data, real-time inventory tracking, improved customer service, and the aforementioned savings in labor, transportation, and warehouse space. Although some elements of automation may require significant capital investment, such as AVGs, other large warehouse components, and drones, other integral elements, such as PLC microcontrollers, are low-cost components. Software components are also relatively inexpensive compared to large, comprehensive hardware elements and are associated with increased RIO. Centralized return centers. According to research, one of the strategies that has measurably optimized reverse logistics in certain use cases is the establishment of centralized return centers. Centralized return centers, CRCs, are warehouses and centers that exclusively handle returns. They deal exclusively with supply chain returns and not with forward distribution, unlike distribution centers that handle both supply chain and forward distribution. According to the companies in the above study, distribution centers do not function well when handling both goods flowing up and down the supply chain. This is because in most cases, priority is given to the forward movement of products, which means that the handling of backward logistics suffers. I believe now you have an idea about what is reverse logistics. Please like and subscribe for more shipping and logistics related videos.